Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, this is Rob Rosa. Hopefully your favorite real estate broker. Listen, this morning I have something that is weighing heavily on my mind. And basically I want to share it with you because I think it's that important when it comes to real estate. Now, we know that there's a lot going on in the real estate industry. We know that the market is hot, and guess what happens when the market gets this hot? There are people out there who are lying, who are being deceitful to get an unfair advantage. And I have a big time problem with it, to be straightforward with you. I can tell you, of course, and I want to get into this a little bit, and hopefully you'll listen to some of these things, because I am now on high alert mode for my clients. I am looking at every little thing that is coming across my desk. Hey, Anwar, good to see you, my friend, to make sure that my clients are being taken care of. And here's just some examples. And before I kind of go through some of this stuff, because this is kind of a delicate situation, I don't want to disparage any one particular agent. I don't want to disparage any one particular mortgage person. But I can tell you that what is happening is deceitful, and it's just straight out lies. So here's some examples. And I'm not perfect, but I'm going to talk a little bit about that as well. Over the last week, I've had 3 instances, and the latest one was this morning. And so that's why I felt, you know what, Rob, it's time to make a video about this. It's time to really get out and talk with people about this. Here's what's going on in the marketplace. I have a particular buyer, which I'm no longer working with, that said to me, hey, I saw this video that said that sellers are not willing to accept FHA loans. So let's put in an offer for conventional so that they will accept it. And then once they accept it, 2 or 3 weeks into it, we'll tell them we can't do FHA. And then we'll live happily ever after. And guess what I said? No. That is intent, deceitful lying. That puts us in a bad position. That is fraudulent in my mind. And you might be like, well, Rob, what's the big deal? And that's what she said. What's the big deal? I've seen it on YouTube. Everybody's doing it. Hey, Jim, thanks for joining us. Well, guess what? I kind of learned this back in 5th grade with Mr. Jim Fagan at St. Rose School. You don't go by what everybody's doing. You do the right thing. And I am not going to intentionally be deceitful, because guess what? Some of those sellers, they have lives too, and they're real people. And yes, maybe I'm not in that particular case representing that seller, but is that seller making plans for their life based upon the fact that you told them you were going to get a conventional loan, and now if it turns out that you're switching it over to FHA and then other things come up and it costs that seller more money, more time? Is that fair? Is that the right way to do business? I think that's a big issue that's out there, my friends. So my radar is up for my seller clients because I see those kinds of things happening. Here's another thing that came up just a couple of days ago, and I apologize if someone who I tell this story recognizes it. I'm not naming names, but you should know better. Here's another example. I call up the mortgage person. Hey, we want to make an offer. Hey, good morning, Jim. We want to make an offer for the client. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, here's what we're going to do. We are going to tell them that we're going to put 20% down. You know, that's a pretty good amount of money. Hey, Mr. Jim Carabet's house. We're going to tell them that we're going to put 20% down and do conventional loan. And then 2-3 weeks later into it, well, when we kind of get everything going, right, maybe a couple of days, then we'll switch it over where we can only do FHA. We're going to do a lower down payment, but at least then we'll get the contract signed, and then they'll kind of be into it, and we'll explain to them why we had to change it. And I said, no, I am not going to do that. All right? Once again, your radar, if you're involved in real estate today and you have a house that you want to buy or you want to sell, please do us all a favor and let's be straightforward. None of us are perfect, but when we intentionally try to be deceitful like that, that's fraudulent, that's a problem. How about this one? Hey, we'll make an offer for $12,000 higher because we don't care. We know that we're going to do the inspection and even the appraisal is going to be have a problem. So we can even do 15 or 20 because we know the roof is old and the boiler's old. And when we do the inspection, then we'll tell them we want to sell a credit for that. And they'll already be 3-4 weeks into it. And then we can, basically they're probably going to accept it. I said to the buyer, are you kidding me? I said, I don't do business that way. Well, this is what my mortgage person told me to tell you. This is what your mortgage person is telling you to tell me? And here's another thing. This is what I saw on YouTube. Hey, Mom, thanks for watching. So I want to put it out there that if you are working in real estate, you are working in mortgages, you're a buyer, you're a seller, guess what? And you working on transaction with me, my alert, my radar for this kind of stuff is on high level 5 mode because I'm going to look out for my clients to the absolute max, right? Hey, JT, thanks for watching. Hey, Kathleen, thanks for watching. I'm going to be looking out for my clients to the max. I'm not saying that I'm 1,000% perfect, or somebody might say, oh, well, look at you, Rob, you're talking, but you just had a house on the market and you found the buyer. How did that work? Well, whether you believe it or not, I spend thousands of dollars a year to get the absolute best marketing for my client so that I can find them possibly a buyer. Usually they want me to find a buyer. Or, oh, Rob, well, why are you talking? Because we wanted to see one of your listings like 4 times and every single time it got declined. How did that work out? The straight up fact is that there are some sellers that they are working like 10, 12 hours a day, or there are tenants in there that are making it very difficult to show. So, there's innuendo out there, there's speculation, and then there's intentional, deceitful, fraudulent behavior. And with this hot market, I can tell you, please, just be careful about that. Don't come my way if you plan on doing it, because if I find out about it, I'm really gonna give it to you. I can tell you that straightforwardly, because I try to work in a sincere, good faith effort with good intent for everyone. Hey, Mike, thanks for watching. So I apologize. That's kind of my rant, but it's also a hopefully helpful advice to you to say, hey, let's be careful here. Let's understand, what are we really getting into? If I'm working for the seller, I'm going to call up that buyer's lender and try to figure out, well, what's going on? Is everything really up to par the way that they say it is? Because can you believe, and this happened last week, we received an offer for one of our sellers, and it's a house we want to sell. It's been on the market for a few days now. Beautiful offer, psyched about it. Call up the lender. Hey, I'm the real estate broker for this particular home, and we received an offer from one of your clients, so and so. Oh, who's that again? First of all, they don't even know who the client is. Then they go to look it up and they say, oh, yeah, we gave them the pre-qual. All right, great. Hey, listen, I don't want to get into their personal information because that's not my business. But did you actually collect their pay stubs? Did you see their pay stubs? Did you see their tax returns? Did you have a discussion with them about what they're willing to pay and how much their monthly payment is, how much they can afford? Well, I'm going to be getting their tax returns soon. Yeah, we pretty much just ran their credit. We're going to get their pay stubs soon too, and their bank statements. So you don't know if they really have this $20-something thousand in the bank for the deposit and for the closing costs. Oh, well, they told me they did. It's like, are you kidding me? So there are still people out there doing business like this, and that is what is hurting the public. it's hurting all of us, including you. If you decide to buy a house anytime soon, or buy an investment property, or sell an investment property, or sell a home, we have to have people who are working in good faith, being sincere, and doing what they need to do, and not being intentionally deceitful, my friends. So anyways, it is Friday. It's an absolutely beautiful day. I'm going to a home inspection right now for an investment buyer. I'm really psyched about it, and I hope that you have an awesome morning and that you're psyched about your day. And if you need someone like me or someone from my team, because I can tell you, this is what I'm teaching my team. Let's do things the right way, and let's be on the lookout. Let's have our radar up to see what is really going on with some of these people, because they're making us spin our wheels. They're making our clients being put in bad positions, and we're not going to stand for it, right? So if you need somebody that's going to defend you, that's going to look out for you every step of the way, then give me a call, or give someone from the Rosa Dream Team a call. We'll help you out every step of the way. And enjoy the beautiful weather. Enjoy the awesome weekend. Hopefully we're going to get up to 70, 75 today. And God bless you. So that's Rob Rosa signing out, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.